What's up guys, JZNES back here again with the November update to my backlog, and I can't believe it. Oh, November's already over, but you know, actually I've done a lot more than I thought I had. I thought this was just going to be kind of a dry month, but for starters, finally beat Parasite Eve here, which is a great game. I love that. I don't know if did I beat this last month? I think I was close to beating this last month. So I beat this. I'm definitely probably going to do a review on it in the future. The Luigi's Mansion review is out now, so go check that out. Finally, after all this time, the NES video is coming. But first we've got this video here. So Parasite Eve did that one, really awesome. Kind of like a action RPG crossed with, like, you know, I don't know. It's like Final Fantasy meets like Resident Evil or something. It's so cool. It's so amazing. You know, it's really good. I highly recommend it. It's really cheap too. It's not even that. It's less than 20 bucks. So, Parasite Eve, play that shit. It's good. And then that's the only like traditional off of the backlog game I got done. But there's one more that wasn't in the backlog videos because it's part of a separate backlog, which is a whole beast into itself, and I don't know if I'm ever going to chronicle that. But we have Ghostbusters for the NES here. Actually not that bad of a game. I know everyone hates this game or whatever, but you know, it's not great, but I give it like a 6. I think it's, you know, I think it's pretty okay. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just okay. Yeah, I don't know. I like, you know, it's kind of fun. I like how you catch the ghosts. It's kind of like Jaws. I mean, you know, it's like it's a grindy game, but it's a game, you know. It's not too hard to beat too. I know a lot of people have trouble with the stairway, but I did the whole stairway like once on my own without like the glitch or whatever. So I mean, it's not impossible. You can do the stairway without the glitch. But anyway, I beat Ghostbusters. That's off the NES backlog, so one off of there. But also, this is even a bigger achievement than all of this. So, the past however long now, and all the way back into the Pokemon video, and like way beyond before that, into the Gold Nuzlocke, I think, way back then. I've been talking about for the past year and a half now, or 2 years, or however long it's freaking taken, how I've been doing my Pokemon journey, and I've been going through, and I've gotten every single Pokemon. Well, there's one Pokemon that I haven't gotten yet, and that's Deoxys, because the only way you can get Deoxys is either you're lucky and you have it in Gen 3 and you can transfer it out, which I don't, or 2, you get it from good old Omega Ruby here, or Alpha Sapphire, whichever one you fucking have. I don't know. This shit right here. But just because I hate myself or something, I wanted to go through and at the end of my Pokemon Y game here, I wanted to grind for shinies. I've been updating you guys with my shinies for the past forever now. And you know, last time I think I hadn't gotten Miltank yet, but guess what? Everything's good. I got Miltank, and guess what? I even got Trapinch, and I got, did I get the other one? What was the other one? There was another one, right? There was another one I got. Let's find out, actually. But anyway, I've been playing Omega Ruby and shit. It's all right here. Let's take a look at the team, shall we? So, summary. Got the good old blue Miltank there. Got that one more recently. Lantern, which I had Chinchu, which was a shiny, which is awesome. Good old Noibat there, that was my first shiny. Good old Trapinch, got that one later on. Our Vulpix there. And that Maractus. So, I got all of them now. I've got all the shinies. I'm actually playing Omega Ruby now. Transitions and segues and whatnot. Omega Ruby, been playing that a lot. It's been really fun. Really fun going back to Gen 3 again, especially with my shiny team here. And it's all the more special. Oh, shit. Oh, I can't even show it. But actually, when I started playing this, when I booted this up, the file on here beforehand, it was like it was meant to be. Because the file on here beforehand had another shiny on it, which was, like, I think it was a level 100 too. I think it was a level 100 Sceptile shiny, which is awesome because this generation was the one that got me into Sceptile, and it became one of my favorite Pokemon, as you've seen in my Pokemon video. But yeah, there was a shiny Sceptile, and I transferred it over to my Pokemon, and maybe I'll show it off someday. But yeah, so Omega Ruby, really fun, really been enjoying that. That's another game that I've been playing now, and so I guess Pokemon-wise off the backlog, even though it wasn't technically on the backlog since I already beat it, but the shiny part of it was. So there goes my grind game. I don't know. I'll have to get a new one. But yeah, since we're talking about games that I have been playing, last time I'd said that I was playing some Einhander. Still playing a little bit of that. It's been more towards the beginning of the month since I played that, but you know, Einhander, that's one that I'm still kind of doing. Blasto, same situation. I started this more at the beginning of the month, and I actually really like this game. I knew that a lot of people think it's pretty mediocre, which I can see, but it's kind of interesting actually, because there's this mechanic in the game where if you collect all the stuff, you have to kill all the enemies, that's what it is. If you kill all the enemies, you get an extra continue, which are pretty vital in this game since you have limited amount of lives and whatnot, and some of the jumps are fucking bullshit. But, so if you're really good and you kill all the enemies, you have to kind of walk around and really figure out where all these enemies are. Some of them are like kind of hidden and stuff. Once you do that and then you collect everything, you get extra lives and you can get also another continue. So it's a pretty cool mechanic, and they'll give you the jetpack if you kind of like backtrack and stuff. So it's interesting. Once you get to the end of the level, you can kind of backtrack and get extra secrets and stuff. It's pretty unique for a PS1 game, and the art style is really cool. And Phil Hartman, I mean, you gotta love Phil Hartman, right? So that's pretty cool. I'm kind of enjoying Blasto. It's gonna be a chore to do, but also it's kind of a gem so far. You know, I kind of like it. So maybe it's just nostalgia. I don't know. It's cool to finally play it though after all these years. Okay, and then, God, no, let's end with that one. Okay, we've been playing Rayman 2. This is a pretty good game. It's all right. It's not as good as the first Rayman, but it's more of a 3D platformer as opposed to the 2D platforming of the first Rayman. First Rayman had a really cool art style as well. Like it was just really beautiful for PS1. It's one of the best looking, I would say, games of all time. If they'd done an HD remaster of that, I mean, I don't even know if they could capture the same quality in HD remaster, you know. I don't think it could be done. It just looked beautiful on its own. It's like Tomba. Just, you know, it's really good. That's for the Criterion Collection. Anyway, so I've been playing Rayman 2. I like it, but I don't like it quite as much as the first one. And it's just not as unique as the first one, you know. A lot of people really like this game. They find it better than the first one, but much like Tomba, I just think that the second one, you know, here isn't quite as good. I mean, it's a little bit boring and frustrating at times. But you know, other times it's really cool and it's got some unique things going on for it. So, I don't know, it just seems like an okay platformer, you know? It's pretty decent. But is it the best? I don't think so. I think there's better, so. But, you know, pretty good. So I've been playing that a little bit, trying to beat that. And then, God. We have Sonic the Hedgehog here. Sonic the Hedgehog, which is a game that I hate and enjoy all at once. I hate this game so much because it fucking pisses me off at every turn. I'll jump and I'll lose it. It's just really weird. It's weirdly paced. It's like they don't even give you checkpoints or anything, obviously. Like, okay, it's an old game, whatever, you know, like, fine. But it's just like a little bit too hard for its own good, and it's just a little bit too bullshit for its own good. Now, I'm sure that the second, third one, and all the other ones fix it or whatever, but that's why I gotta play this first, because I gotta see how it starts. I gotta see the bullshit behind it, you know? I get to the second act or whatever, and then there's like, it's like third or fourth level, and it's just so big, and there's no fucking checkpoints. It just pisses me off. It's like, it's so impossible. I don't know. It's just really hard. I mean, you guys are probably scoffing at me because you're like, I beat this game when I was 5, blah, blah, blah. I was 3 when I beat this game, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Fucking, it's hard, okay? It's hard. Cut me some slack, you know? I'll beat it and play it eventually, whatever. It's just frustrating. Okay, and then, kind of sucks. Alright, I added some games to the backlog, so really all of that didn't mean much, you know? It means that I got those games off the backlog. I'm really happy to have Parasite Eve and also Pokemon off the backlog, but unfortunately I added some games. So, first off, we have Castlevania Castlevania 4 here, Super Castle, you know, the Egoraptor thing. Anyway, Castlevania 4 here. I've been wanting to get this for a long time. I finally just bit the bullet and did it and got it because I need to continue the Castlevania series because I finished 3 a long time ago. I finished the first 3 games, and now this is the next natural progression is Castlevania 4. I wasn't able to get a SNES Classic, and I don't really care, and I'll get it eventually, whatever, fuck it, but, you know, so I went and got the physical card, because I was going to want this eventually anyway, you know. But, yeah, Castlevania 4, looking forward to that. It's going to be fun, hopefully. And then I can move on to, like, Bloodlines and all the other ones, so Symphony of the Night, it's one I got to get to, you know, it's one I want to get to. So, yeah, so Castlevania there. And then we have Nier, which is a game that a lot of people don't really like, but they made that Nier Automata, which is the sequel, and everybody loves that one. So, me being who I am, I'm like, well, I gotta check out the original Nier on PS3. This used to be like a fucking $70 game, and I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking $70 on this shit, you know, I never did it. And now it's like a $30 game again, so I'm like, fucking gonna jump on that. My copy's actually sealed. It's sealed! You know, but I'm gonna obviously open it up when I want to get around to playing Nier. But I'm really looking forward to Nier. I've heard good things about Nier. Pete Dorr speaks highly of it, but he also speaks highly of Club 230, so I don't know about that. But anyways, so I got Nier there. I had to add that one. And little known RPG here called The Wizard of Oz. What is The Wizard of Oz? I don't think I've heard of it. No, it's based obviously off of the famous book series and the famous movie there. Actually, Return to Oz is also a pretty good movie. But it's Wizard of Oz Beyond the Yellow Brick Road, which it's a fucking RPG of the Wizard of Oz. Like, that's the most badass thing I've ever heard of. Come on, think about that. That's amazing. It's RPG, a standard turn-based RPG of the Wizard of Oz, and it makes so much sense. You got the Tin Man, you got the Scarecrow and the Lion and Dorothy, and you know, and maybe even Toto. I don't fucking know. I haven't played the game. It's sealed. It's made by Xseed actually, which is pretty cool because they've done a lot of other great RPGs. So I don't know. I heard about this. This is a Metal Jesus video or something. I heard about this, so finally bit the bullet and got that. I've been looking to get that for a while, so I'm really looking forward to getting into that one. Fortunately, adds to the backlog. And then my final pickup here, Boy and His Blob 2 or something. I don't know. Boy and His Blob, the Game Boy game. Rescue of Princess Blobette. Boy and His Blob 2, Princess of Blobette, Princess Blobette Rescue or whatever. The Game Boy one. I got a Boy and His Blob, the other one. Now, I needed this because I was going to get this for an upcoming review. Gee, I wonder what that could be. Of one of my favorite NES games. But I figured if I was going to do the NES game, I should do the Game Boy game and I should do the Wii game. And just kind of combined it all into one video. So I'm going to do that. And at some point, don't hold me to it right now. It's going to take a while. But look forward to that in the future. So I got that. I got a little blobby there. Basically, yeah, that's pretty much in a shell my my update there for November. All right, my backlog tip for this month, signified by a few games here, is just to persevere. You know, a game's only hard because you're gonna make it hard because you're gonna psychologically put it up in your head as being a hard game. Now, a game like Ghosts and Goblins is a pretty tough game on the NES, but you know, like, I mean, if you persevere enough, if you have enough faith in yourself to push through it, and you know, enough resilience to not give up at it, you're gonna make it. I mean, I beat that game. I beat fucking Ninja Gaiden and a bunch of other games like that. Signified mostly the Castlevania series or some of them that are really, you gotta really push hard through, especially 3. The ending is fucking ridiculous. You know, my shiny hunt was fucking ridiculous. It took me like 2 years to get through this shit. And, you know, it's like, so, I had to be you know, I had to really be resilient with this and actually just keep going, just keep pushing forward, you know? I had to be strong and just hope that that shiny was coming, you know, for this. So that's tough. It's tough to grind that much. Trust me. Oh god, it was quite the experience. Or something like Einhinder. You know, I never personally beat the second level until more recently, and I got to more levels, and it was a lot of fun. And this game is definitely going to take some perseverance, and I like that, you know. You know, so games like that, and you know, something like Ghostbusters. Everyone gives up on it because they're just like, oh, it's too hard. Oh, Journey to Silliest was another one where it was really hard. But anyways, my point to all of this is keep going, persevere, and just push through. You just have to really believe in yourself and just have no breaking point on this stuff, you know. So that's how you do it. So that's my latest tip. And so, anyways, this has been JZNES saying stick around for more reviews and Backlog. And I'll see you in the next one. And keep it classic. Did I say keep it classic? Keep it classic. And JZ.